5 years had passed since Marissa was wrongfully imprisoned. Her days in the stark gray walls of the prison were spent consumed by thoughts of the twin who had destroyed her life. Night after night, she dreamt of Mara, laughing in her stolen freedom, thriving in a life that should have been hers. The injustice burned like acid, fueling a single-purpose escape. Marissa had always been underestimated, dismissed as a spoiled, vapid heiress, but prison had stripped away her privilege and taught her how to survive. Over the years, she gained the trust of guards, made allies among the prisoners, and learned how to manipulate the system. She knew patience was her greatest weapon. On a stormy night, her moment came. Using a carefully orchestrated plan, Marissa slipped past security and disappeared into the shadows. She didn't hesitate or look back. She fled to a storage unit she had rented years before, one of the few places untouched by the trial. Inside was an emergency stash of cash, fake IDs, and a gun. As she stood in the dimly lit unit, her resolve hardened. Marissa knew Mara would pay for what she had done. Marissa spent weeks tracking Mara, piecing together her twin's new life. Mara had fled to a small, picturesque town far from Chicago. She had a comfortable home, a doting husband, and a thriving career. It disgusted Marissa. Every detail felt like a knife twisting in her chest. Marissa watched from afar, invisible in the shadows. She studied Mara's every move, the way she smiled at her husband, the routine of her morning jogs, the dinners they hosted for friends. She could see the happiness radiating from her twin's face, and it only deepened her hatred. She took everything from me. Now it's my turn. The plan came together in her mind, and she waited for the perfect moment to strike. Late one night after a dinner party, Mara returned home with her husband, unaware of the danger lurking in the darkness. Marissa was already inside, having broken in while they were out. She waited until the house was quiet and still, then stepped out from the shadows of the living room. "Who is this? It's me, your wife's worst nightmare." Before anyone could react, Marissa raised the gun and shot Mara's husband. He fell instantly, his blood pooling on the polished wooden floor. If you like this story so far, please like and subscribe. Now, let's get back to the story. Mara screamed, dropping to her knees beside him. "No, no, please, don't do this. You took everything from me, my family, my life, my freedom. You stood there and watched me rot in prison for crimes you committed. I didn't mean for it to go this far. I was desperate. Please, Marissa. I didn't want this, but it's what you got, isn't it? My life, my family, my freedom, and now your husband." Mara tried to crawl away, but Marissa grabbed her by the arm and dragged her to her feet. "You don't get to run this time. You don't get to hide. It's your turn to feel what I felt, to lose everything." She shoved Mara into a chair and tied her hands behind her back. Mara struggled, her breath coming in shallow gasps, but she was no match for Marissa's determination. "Marissa, please. I'll do anything, just let me go. Let me fix this." "Fix this? You can't fix 5 years of hell. You can't fix the pain of losing everyone you love. You don't deserve to fix it. Then what do you want?" "I want you to understand what it feels like to lose everything, to watch your world crumble while you're powerless to stop it." Mara's screams echoed through the house, but no one came to her rescue. Marissa's vengeance was methodical, deliberate, and merciless. By the time the night was over, Mara was a shadow of the confident, composed woman she once was. Her husband lay lifeless, her home was destroyed, and her twin, the sister she had tried to erase, stood triumphant, ready to deliver the final blow. "You wanted my life, Mara. Now, I'll take yours." The screen fades to black, leaving only the sound of Mara's final terrified scream.